Well, I started the stream a little bit early, folks, so once you're here, the Pinhead Gamer, my main man, is here. Thank you for joining me, Pinhead, and I gotta turn down my volume again. Your quality is
Gamer, my main man is here. Thank you for joining me, Pinhead, and I gotta turn down my volume again.
There we go, I got shit straightened out here. Your quality is low. It shouldn't be. It's supposed to be set on high. We've got 3 people in the stream currently. I want to thank everyone for joining me. Please, if you are not a subscriber as of yet, hit that subscribe button. Always hit the like button. We're going to start things off just a little bit differently here tonight than we did last night. We're going to start off with a Queen of the Ring tournament before we move into our main show. I want to make sure I give the women of Big Dog Wrestling some focus. Hello, Karen Evans. Thank you for joining us here. I'm just holding up a little bit until we get more people in the stream because there are a lot of people waiting for these matches to get going. So we're going to get going right at 6 o'clock p.m. That's when I'm going to hit that play button and let these fighters duke it out, and I will be calling the matches as per usual. Now, we've got Raven going up against Tera Storm to start the tournament off, and then we will move into Carrie Young versus She-Hulk Chick, and then is Wrestling Mama versus Eva Bloodyard, and Shockwave will take on Shell Kneebreaker. Now this tournament will go right to the end. Hey, how's it going, Keith? Great to see you back in the stream again. We had a great night last night. Pinhead Gamer says, sorry I wasn't here for a couple of streams, but our time zones are different. That's no problem, man. You make it when you can. And it is 6 o'clock. It is time to kick off Saturday Night Special. So we are going to go with Raven versus Tera Storm to start off this tournament. And yes, I could not choose the ring format and the arena for this match. It's not on the match card itself. I have to do this in a separate setting. So after this tournament is done, we will move on to the match card itself. Let's get going. And as you can see, AI will be taking care of these matches. I am just the commentator of the evening. So how's everybody's weekend going so far anyway? Before the match gets going, I might as well ask some questions. It's 11 p.m. for me, so on a weekday I would be in bed because I would have school, but I get to stay up to watch you, so I'm happy. Thank you very much, Pinhead. I always like it when you guys are here. Last night was a blast doing the stream. You guys were just off the hook. Karen Evans says, going great. And Pinhead says, mine is good. What about you? I've been struggling a little bit this weekend trying to catch up with my project on my son's car. But the bell has rung. We've got Raven in the white top with the red skirt going up against Tera Storm from Australia. Trading grapples back and forth, and now a headlock by Raven. Or rear chin lock if you want. Driving that knee deep into the lower back of Tera Storm. And now slamming her down to the mat with beautiful spinning leg drop, and Raven looking to make her mark tonight. Drop kick, and Tera Storm is back down. We get an arm bar from Raven. And Tera Storm with a jawbreaker, and she's back in the match, and we get a flying cross body. Tera Storm, the wife and manager of one Thunder Chops. He will be in action later tonight. An Irish whip, and she misses a cross body. Vicious kick to the ribs by Raven, and now Tera Storm going to work. She's been lit up. Tossing her by the hair, giving no care in the world for this woman's hair extensions. Pinhead Gamer, I don't know if you just me, but it's lagging and the quality is low. Does not show it's lagging on my end. The stream quality looks good. I will check out the settings for my next stream. It's a little bit late to get into it now. Nice belly-to-belly suplex by Raven, and we go for an early pinfall. 2. And Raven almost took the victory. She would have headed it into the second round. Pump handle slam. Beautifully executed by Raven. And now dragging the lifeless carcass of Tera Storm into position, and we get a pinfall attempt and a near fall once again. How's it going, Scrooge McDuck? Up top, Raven, looking like the buzzard she is. She takes flight, and we get a missile dropkick. No delays here. Vid quality low, but that is YouTube. Another jawbreaker by Tera Storm, and a head scissors takedown. Beautifully done. Looking for a submission hold, and she's got it locked in. But Raven is able to escape. Both women showing very technical skills here in this match. Tera Storm looking for that springboard bulldog and nails it. Showing off a little bit early here. She needs to get her head back in the game. And Raven escapes. Stomping at nothing, but she still lands that vicious kick to the chin of Raven. And now, another submission attempt, and Raven still escapes. And we get another running bulldog by Tera Storm. Took her a bit to get into this match, but she is doing great. She-Hulk will be up in I believe, the next match of this tournament. Now Tera Storm looking to do some damage. And we get a DDT. Yes, she nails it right on the apron. If you don't know wrestling, that is the hardest spot in that ring. It is very easy to concuss your opponent by delivering a DDT on the apron. The Aussie showing some viciousness in her attacks, but Raven finally back up on her feet. Let's see what she's going to do. We'll have more who want in Pete on W. Told them you get them later. No problem, Keith. I think I've got a few more slots open, and I'll add them when I can. I think there was 2 more I've seen in the sign-up. I'll get to them. Just did not have time this week to finally get it done. Beautiful belly-to-belly suplex, and Raven is in control and going for her 3rd pin attempt of the evening. 2. And Tera Storm kicks out once again. No problem, Michael. Those are the people I've seen in the signups. Pump handle. And throws her overhead. Raven showing her power. Unbelievable. And 3, we have our first woman advancing in the tournament. Beautifully done by Raven. Seen her go way back. I know a lot about Raven. She has done a lot in WU as well as FBW. Great to see her here in Big Dog Wrestling on YouTube.com. And whoever else I don't know about, not a problem, bro. Super Nacho will be in action tonight, Michael. I was able to get Super Nacho worked out last night. He looks good. He's happy. Raven did an excellent job. Beautiful replay here. I will get the settings straightened out. I don't know what you guys are seeing because I'm watching what you guys are here on YouTube as well as the live stream, and it looks clear, it's in focus. I don't know what's going on. I am not Raven's manager. I am a fan of her because she is a very good friend of mine, and you know, I'm going to support her here in Big Dog Wrestling, as well as Tera Storm. I've known Tera Storm for going on 15 years. She's a good friend of mine from Australia. She kicks ass, but tonight, she just wasn't on the ball. This is a mix of both WU and YouTubers alike. I might do some fantasy matches, maybe a WU character versus, say, you know, Seth Rollins here and there or something. We might have specialty matches coming in the near future, but I want to build up the characters first and make sure that we can get them on the airtime and showcase what they do. Okay, so up next, Carrie Young. She is a YouTuber. I hope she's in the live stream. If not, she will be catching us later. And She-Hulk Chick. Just met She-Hulk. Don't know much about either of them. So they're going to show us what they got tonight. Let's start this match off, folks. Yeah, we run fantasy booking on Monday and Tuesday with the WWE characters, and then Friday and Saturday we will be doing the Pit and Saturday night special for Big Dog Wrestling, and that will be just YouTubers as well as WU users. Wrestling Mama, I believe, is up next in action. That I can't wait to see. She-Hulk as Crazy Nut. Well, we're going to see what both of these women can do. I tried to get everyone's character as close as to what they are on Wrestling Unstoppable. Very hard to do in some cases, so I've had to take liberties. I hope you guys don't mind, and if you don't agree with what the character looks like, give me some ideas, people. Tyler Black, good to see you in the stream. You had a very good night last night on The Pit. So, She-Hulk in control right up from the start. We get a belly-to-back suplex. And Carrie Young firing back with a European uppercut. Swift kick and a right hand by She-Hulk Chick. And now, whatever the hell this is, beautifully executed. Very odd dress costume of She-Hulk, but it's her look, and that's what she's going for. What up, Pete? About to set up my Hit Squad Radio Wrestling 2017 Destruction on my channel. Good to know. I will check out your show after this live stream. Michael Hanrahan says she's like if you crossed Eugene and Bailey together, you'd get She-Hulk Chick. Thank you for that info drop, Michael Hanrahan. And Carrie Young in trouble as She-Hulk Chick goes bat crap crazy all over her face. She-Hulk with another back suplex. Beautifully done. Looks like she is ready to make her statement. And a capture suplex. She's going up top. And an elbow drop from the top rope. Down on the busty Cara Young. Another capture suplex sends Cara Young flying to the corner. And now dragging her to the middle of the ring. And we get our first pinfall of the night. Tyler Black says, that's right, we are dominant. And Michael Hanrahan says, I don't think Crypto will be on the show tonight since he was on yesterday's. But then again, I don't know if they've officially determined. No, I'm keeping the roster separated, so Tyler Black will not be on tonight. We're going to try and showcase everyone that we can on tonight's show, and I think I've done it, so I've got everyone on tonight's show. We had a couple of infiltrators from the Saturday night special show in last night's live stream. Skull Ripper and Stubby were not scheduled to fight. They were there, as well as Sookie McHaggis. Carrie Young throwing She-Hulk off, but She-Hulk back in control, sending Carrie Young to the corner. But Carrie Young ain't taking anything laying down, and she's back in action. Beautiful spinning leg drop, and she's climbing to the second turnbuckle, measuring her opponent. She-Hulk in a world of trouble at the moment. And we get a flying Hurricane Rana. Beautifully done. Cara Young making a statement here. Celebrating a little bit too early. I like the banter in the live chat. Thank you all for talking it out there. Why does it show Raven and Tera as being injured already? That is because we are doing this live, so they will not be able to recuperate from their past matches. They are going to take all the damage into their next match. I think it works out brilliantly that way. And Carrie Young just manages to get a 2.5 count. I wanted to try and make this tournament as lifelike as possible, so I left the damage on. And now an armbar. Carrie Young looking for the submission win. But She-Hulk chick just throws her off like she's nothing. A gnat compared to what She-Hulk is. But Carrie Young stays on the attack, brutalizing the forehead with those sharp elbows. She-Hulk evades that swift kick to the back, and now clubbing blows to the back of Carrie Young. She-Hulk in the corner, and a drop kick. Drops her to her knee. Carrie Young on fire. What? This is the problem with 2K17. There's supposed to be no interferences or nothing, and now we've got a WWE character coming out during a big dog matchup. But it is what it is. We'll go with it. We'll say it's her mentor. Carrie Young's mentor on the outside. You all know her, Alexa Bliss. But She-Hulk back on the attack, and now a capture suplex. And we've got Charlotte Flair coming out to support her student in She-Hulk. We're going to see some fighting on the outside. I did set the matches up so there was no one coming out. It is 2K17 and it's glitches. Once again, Cara Young escaping the scissors of She-Hulk and a massive backhand chop, and we get a capture suplex from Cara Young, and she goes for the pin attempt. The Wrestling Mama versus Eva Bloodyard match. I know both women. Gonna be tough for me to choose a favorite, but I would have to say Wrestling Mama. I am a Wrestling Mama fan as well, but I will try to be as biased as possible. Cara Young looking for a pump handle and a toss overhead. Both women have taken substantial damage in this match. It is going to be difficult for them going on to the next match in this tournament. 2 and 3, Cara Young is your winner and will move on to face Raven in our next round. I don't really know the others except She-Hulk. I'll root for Raven to get in it's Kara's good graces. Oh, Karen's good graces. Oh, sorry about that, Karen. Until she has to face She-Hulk. Keith W. says, no choice, neither WDG. your replay. Beautiful belly-to-belly suplex. Carrie Young with that capture suplex, and that does in She-Hulk. Impressive match for both women in their debut here in Big Dog Wrestling. Now, next week we are going to start involving storylines in the gameplay. So, I think this tournament will be a good way to start that off. We're going to start storylines. She-Hulk and I will be discussing, as well as all the others involved in this tournament, try and get storylines built up as we progress from week to week. I want to try and make this as interactive with you guys as possible. On Wednesday will be the first Big Dog Wrestling's Wrestle Talk TV, and we are going to have maybe a couple of guests on there, the managers of the wrestlers. I will be contacting you guys to see who's interested in doing promos live here on YouTube. Carrie Young celebrating. She has a right to do so. She busted her ass off tonight. The first YouTuber victory here on Big Dog Wrestling. Shell Kneebreaker just sounds like a really mean lady. That's why I don't want to root for her. I love Shell Kneebreaker. She is a class act woman. Also know her for quite a while. She's wrestled in WWE for Big Dog Wrestling there in the Federation a few times, as well as FBW. Spider Rat, how you doing? I'm here for a little bit. Well, it is good to see you. And up next, big debut here in Big Dog Wrestling. Wrestling Mama joins the roster, and she will be facing another Wrestler Unstoppable competitor in Eva Bloodyard. Let's get to it. And if you don't know Wrestling Mama from Wrestler Unstoppable, she is a very tall bitch. And I mean that in the kindest words as possible, Karen. I don't mean to use the language, but it is me, and I am who I am. She is one awesome woman. I have been a friend of hers for a while. She has wrestled for my companies. She has done great in every federation she's been involved in. And hell, she is a brilliant woman. Tyler Black says, I want to do my promo for my group. And you will be on the show this Wednesday, coming this week, Tyler Black. Michael Hanrahan says, your group being a 3-man team or a stable. It is a stable. Spider Rat, you should make everyone 8,000 feet tall. I did take liberties on some of the characters. Some of them were 7'6", 7'8", whatever. It was ridiculous. I toned it down a little bit. Yes, she is still shorter than Clean Bitch. Wrestling Mama, straight off in the match, and she hits a beautiful running bulldog. But Eva Bloodyard with a suplex. Excellently done. I have not had any really interaction with Eva Bloodyard other than signing her to Big Dog. So I don't know what she's capable of doing. But right now, the leg drops really taking its toll on Wrestling Mama. Spider Rat says, be like Godzilla movies. Yes, it would. I like how Pete put a stop to all the over 7 foot tall guys. Unless it makes good sense for them to be. And I did. Some guys went from 7 foot 6'2", 6'5". It was just me trying to be a little bit more realistic in these matches. Stomping down on the knees of Wrestling Mama. Gotta love the outfit of both of these women. And now a capture suplex, and Mama thrown across the ring like a rag doll. I don't think this is going to sit well with her. But now an armbar by Eva Bloodyard. She's looking to end this match. Is Wrestling Mama going to stick it out? Does she have the heart to pull through? And that she does. Grabbing a whole handful of ass of Eva Bloodyard. Lee Cooper. How you doing, Lee? And yes, I believe Suki will be in action again tonight since she infiltrated the pit last night. Wrestling Mama now in control, working the back of Eva Bloodyard with those heavy boots. Yes, there was a glitch. A match I did set up did not happen last night. So this is the brand that Suki is supposed to be on. And Super Nacho will be in action as well. That is following this tournament. Wrestling Mama suffers a jawbreaker at the hands of Eva Bloodyard. And now an Irish whip into the corner. And a running drop kick takes Wrestling Mama down. Wrestling Mama wants blood. Well, that is good to hear. Maybe I can get her on the first episode of Wrestle Talk TV here on YouTube. Hope she's willing. And viciously slamming the head onto the mat of Eva Bloodyard, looking to concuss her opponent. And a huge side kick. Almost a leg lariat. And now an octopus stretch. Beautiful submission hold. But Eva Bloodyard takes her down with a leg hold. You're the one that said I got lucky, waves. Wrestling Mama going for her first pin attempt, and it is a quick kick out. Basement dropkick missed by Wrestling Mama, and now a float over DDT. I want to welcome everyone to the live stream. Thank you all for joining me. It is good to have you here. If you guys are enjoying the stream, hit that like button and subscribe if you have not, so you get all the notifications when Big Dog Wrestling goes live. Wrestling Mama back in control, laying those heavy forearm shots to the back of Eva Bloodyard. And a neck breaker, very similar to Ravishing Rick Rude's. And a splash off the second turnbuckle, and Wrestling Mama is on fire. I think she finally got pissed a little bit. Abusing her opponent. Irish whip to the corner. And Wrestling Mama gets an elbow to answer. Snap suplex, float over into another armbar, too close to the ropes. Eva Bloodyard showing her inexperience in the ring. Now a basement drop kick by Eva. This match continues, both women vying to go into the second round of this Queen of the Ring tournament. And a leg drop from the top rope missed. Eva Bloodyard in pain, and now the swift feet of Wrestling Mama. Shining Wizard takes out Eva. And now the second or third pin attempt of the night, and a kick out at 2.5. Lee Cooper says, "Hey Mama, we should have a stip match. Hubba hubba." Wrestling Mama measuring her opponent, and now once again she has the octopus lock held in tight. And again Eva escapes. Oh, there will be women's stip matches. Believe me, I will be making sure of that. Wrestling Mama setting her opponent up, but Eva fires back, and a clothesline wipes Wrestling Mama down to the mat, and now working on the arms of the 6 foot, 6'1" superstar from Wrestler Unstoppable. Beautiful capture suplex sends Wrestling Mama straight across the other side of the ring. Hitting those ropes, we're looking at those quick successions of leg drops. Now Eva measuring Wrestling Mama. Wrestling Mama looking in a world of hurt. And again, we see that arm lock applied. Wrestling Mama screaming in pain. It does not look like she's going to escape. This match could be over right now. Not so. Spoke too soon, fans. Eva still in control and an arm breaker. She's setting her up for another arm bar. You can guarantee that. And this guy needs a drink. Some Ryan Coke, maybe. Still working on the arm of Wrestling Mama. Eva in control, but Wrestling Mama fires back with a jawbreaker. And now a tilt-a-whirl DDT, beautifully executed. Submission of her own, a rear chokehold. Her knee buried deep in the back of Eva, Bloodyard, but Eva still manages to escape. And again, an inverted hammerlock DDT, excellently executed. Here is another pinfall attempt. Could we see the end of Wrestling Mama? Not so. She wants the second round. Basement drop kick to the face of Wrestling Mama. These women are really trying to brutalize each other's faces. The surprise on Wrestling Mama's face when she's seen that capture suplex coming. Unbelievable action here tonight. Wrestling Mama going up top. She's looking for that flying elbow drop once again. No. It was a twisting senton attack that fell flat. European uppercut. Clothesline attempt and a roll-up by Eva. 1, 2, 3. Wrestling Mama, I do apologize. Your debut match just did not carry you to the second round of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Eva Bloodyard takes that. It's going to be interesting to see what happens the next round. These women have been brutalizing each other from pillar to post, from bell to bell. And to have to continue this tournament straight to the end, these women are going to be hard fought to take that crown. Or I should say title belt. Now a little bit of info. This Queen of the Ring title will be needed to be defended each and every pay-per-view. Both women heavyweight champions of each brand will fight it out, and the winner of that match will face the Queen of the Ring here in Big Dog Wrestling. Just to add a little bit of flavor to the action here in Big Dog. There you have it, Eva Bloodyard. So we've got a very big match coming up. Some of you might know her, Shockwave. She hasn't been seen in W for quite some time, but she wanted in on the action. She's been a general manager and a hell of a wrestler in Wrestler Unstoppable and Facebook Wrestling. She is now here on YouTube, and she will be taking on Shell Kneebreaker. This is going to be a slobber knocker of a match. Let's get this shit going. Shockwave with a bit of a crazed look in her eyes, while Shell Kneebreaker just says it all. I'm gonna fuck you up, and I guarantee you, someone's getting hurt tonight. With all the blonde-haired heads, laugh out loud. It is what it is, man. This is what they look like. This is what I deliver to them. I'm really hoping for 2K18 they work on the loading process. It takes forever to do. Here's the bell, folks, and Shockwave, Shell knee breaker. And a snap suplex starts it all off with Shockwave in control. Dragging Shell knee breaker to the middle of the ring. What has she got planned? Beautiful. Beautiful elbow drop by Shockwave. Jawbreaker by Shell knee breaker. And you can see how tough Shell knee breaker is. Look at the muscle, the physique of this Amazon. Armbreaker by Shockwave. That it does, Keith W. And Shockwave brutalizing the ribs of Shell knee breaker. Going up top, quick as a cat, and just as agile. Shockwave measuring her opponent, and a crossbody takes Shell knee breaker down to the mat. Smashing her face into the mat, and Sookie Bratty Pants McHaggis. Now I should make you all confuzzled. Huge boot by Shockwave. I'm a little bit biased in this match, folks. She is the wife of yours truly. Beautiful crucifix takedown. Shell knee breaker now in control, stomping on the shoulder blades of Shockwave. Twisting leg drop, and now Shell breaker. Showing that adrenaline, that extremeness that is her character. Leg scissors takedown, and Shockwave is in a world of trouble now, but she fires back with a swift kick to the head. Fireman's carry by Shell knee breaker. This match is living up to what I hoped it would. Shockwave with a massive backbreaker to Shell knee breaker, and Shell knee breaker looking to find some control, but Shockwave just on fire at the moment. Pump handle toss over the head. Unbelievable. I expected this kind of action from Shell knee breaker. And a kick out. She saves herself from elimination. Spider Rat, I'm pretty confuzzled most of the time already. To be honest, I'm that way as well. Trying to remember everyone's names here in Big Dog is a little bit difficult to do. And a Hurricane Rana off the second turnbuckle. Shockwave still shows she is the woman to watch in Big Dog Wrestling. Stomping on the lower back of Shell knee breaker, and she does the smart thing. She rolls out to the floor, making Shockwave follow her back in. Shell knee breaker seems a little bit off tonight. She fires back with that elbow. Now a pump handle toss of her own. Beautifully done. The barefoot Amazon starting to get in on the action. 1, 2. Wow. 2 3/4, folks. That would have been quite the victory if she would have been able to take that pinfall. Measuring her opponent. Pie in the sky, folks. Now stomping on the ribs of Shockwave. And Shell knee breaker has finally found her niche in this match. Stomping away at those arms. Jacob Graham, hey, how's it going? Thank you for joining the live stream. And now Shell knee breaker going for the pin attempt and a quick kick out by Shockwave. Glad to have you on board, Jacob. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you're enjoying, and always hit that little bell so you get the notifications here on Pillar to Post. Belly to belly suplex by Shell knee breaker, and now is her time to shine. But Shockwave not allowing that. A quick arm drag. And now a shot to the ribs by Shell. Shockwave fires back with an Irish whip into the turnbuckles. And now looking to set up her victim. But Shell knee breaker not having any of that shit. And another capture suplex takes out Shockwave again. Thank you very much, Jacob Graham. Thank you, and welcome to Big Dog Wrestling as well as Pillar to Post. Shockwave going for a pin attempt and 2. And another kick out. And just to make everything clear, this is the AI performing. I am just commentating. Do you make people and place them in the game? Yes, I do. If you want to be a part of it, just let me know. Shockwave back in control, setting up Shell Kneebreaker in the corner. And she's going for a beautiful moonsault off the second turnbuckle. Why is she not going for the pin? Suki McHaggis. Oh God, if these chicks wrestle me, I'm a pee like a puppy. Holy fuck. Can I be in it? Yes, you can. If you have a wrestler already created on the PS4 network, just give me the hashtag for it. I'll find them, download them, and you will be added. If you don't, I will create them. Shell Kneebreaker trying to break the arm of Shockwave. I don't know what she was trying, but Shockwave threw her off like a rag doll. Belly to belly by Shell Kneebreaker, and now we get the arm bar. Short-lived. She did not want to finish off Shockwave just yet. Wow. A kip up into a Hurricane Rana. Excellently done. And now Shockwave going for the cheat. Shell Kneebreaker, very lucky. I did not see that coming from Shockwave. And now, Shell setting her up, and now a pump handle toss. Overhead, Shockwave in trouble now. The referee is asking her to back off. I don't understand why. Could Shockwave be injured here? Does not matter to Shell Kneebreaker. She's here to break someone's bones. And another pinfall attempt, and 2. 3. Shockwave eliminated. Shell Kneebreaker moves on to the second round. Unbelievable action in this match. And here's the replay, folks. Alright, let me check out the live stream here. Jacob Graham says, I don't, but he just looks like Shield Seth Rollins. Michael Hanrahan says they're going to have 4 shows, and the rest of the time they will talk about wrestling. That is one thing we do. We cover Raw, SmackDown, and NXT here on Pillar to Post. On Mondays and Tuesdays we have a fantasy booking with the PS4 and WWE 2K17 of Raw and SmackDown. Fridays and Saturdays is all about Big Dog Wrestling using the PS4, and it is Wrestler Unstoppable characters and YouTubers alike joining forces to create one good damn wrestling community. Shell Kneebreaker has every right to celebrate. She suffered a lot in that match, and she prevailed regardless. She schooled Shockwave in the end, and that is all that counts. No, if this is anyone signing up, that is for the Big Dog competition. I want to keep the fantasy booking all about WWE characters. Let's move on. We are in our second round, folks. So it will be Raven going one-on-one with Carrie Young, and this is the second round. They, like I stressed earlier, they are taking their damage into the second round to make it a little bit more realistic, because you are not going to recuperate to full health after a hard-fought match. And here we go. Let's get that one player off, and it is AI in full control as always. Michael Hanrahan, well, they are keeping fantasy characters out of SmackDown show. Yes, we are. By the way, I didn't hit refresh in time, so I missed everything so far. I hope the stream is working for you guys. I'm watching on my other screen here, and it looks good. I will check out the quality of the stream for the next live stream to make sure it is better. It looks nice and clear on mine, though, so I don't know what's going on. The very busty Carrie Young will be taking on the very goth-like Raven. Black lips, black hair, little bit of meshed up nylons on her arms. Jacob Graham, I don't care what show I go to, man. Okay, that's good, because I need some more men here on Saturday Night Special. You will go live next week. YouTube, Pete, so sometimes downgrades video quality. Yeah, true, it does. Carrie Young stomping on the lower back and the ass of Raven. Now working on the legs. This is all a match about desperation at this point, and now Carmella coming down to the ring, checking out these fresh women here in 2K17. Huge backbreaker. Raven now looking to take control of the match. Thank you very much, Jacob Graham. I love doing this for you guys. I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun, especially when you guys are going nuts on the chat. Makes this go a lot better. And a quick pinfall after that splash from the top turnbuckle. Raven with the 2 3/4 count. Carmella looking on from the outside, showing some support to these debuting superstars. Keith W says, looks to me they need to help to fight damn cowards. I do agree. Head scissor takedown by Carrie Young. Raven writhing on the mat. Snapmare. And now a scissor head hold and driving those elbows to the forehead. Can anyone answer me this question? I am very new to 2K17. Do the women bleed? Belly-to-belly suplex by Carrie Young. Dragging Raven to the center of the ring. And now, 1, 2, and a quick out by Raven. Michael Hanrahan says, Carrie Young reminds me of Black Cat from Marvel. And Jacob Graham says, are you going to give me a call when you finish, or I tell you? I will make sure to let you know. What is your YouTube handle, or are you on Wrestler Unstoppable? 1, 2, and 2 3/4 of a count. Raven almost taking the victory. Think only in hardcore matches for women. Okay, good to know. Carrie Young firing back. And now, pump handle slam overhead, and she's going for the pinfall. 1, 2, and another near fall. Sorry about your damn luck, Carrie Young. She's looking to go high risk. Carrie Young perched atop. And now another splash. Stomping on the chest of Raven. I don't know how Raven's still in this match, but she fired back with that arm drag. And now slapping the taste out of Carrie Young's mouth. You get a jawbreaker, and Carrie Young going up for the head scissor takedown, and very successful. She's looking once again to win the match by submission. I don't know what to call this hold, but it's wreaking havoc on the hamstring and the neck of Raven. Get another snapmare and a head scissor takedown, driving those elbows into Carrie's forehead. Spinal tap, miss, and a rear clothesline. Brilliantly evaded, and a belly-to-belly to Carrie Young, and this match could very well be over. 2, 3. Raven moves on to the finals. unbelievable match. Both women taking their frustrations out on one another, and Raven is going to have to be very careful in the next round. She took a lot of beatings in this match. And I don't think there's going to be enough time for her to recuperate before the next round begins. Spider Rat, when I don't know the name of something, I call it Steve. Makes for interesting conversation. You know what? I will take your advice. The next time I lose focus on the names, I will use Steve instead. Jacob Graham says I will love my finisher to be the Twist of Fate too. Not a problem there, Jacob Graham. Michael Hanrahan says, wow, thought Raven was a goner. Congrats to Raven. As well from me. Very hard fought match. Don't know if Raven's online at the moment, but I will make sure to send her the link. She did a great job in her debut, and she's not done yet. Mama Misfit congratulates Raven as well. Well, we know her friend Karen was in the chat earlier. That we do know. Silky, Bratty Pants McHaggis, go Raves. This is going to be very hard to stay biased when I know so many of these competitors, especially if Shell Kneebreaker takes the win in this next round. I don't know Eva Bloodyard well enough to be cheering for her, but she looked fantastic in her first match, and she's got to go against the strong woman, the Amazon, known as Shell Kneebreaker. And let's get this match underway. This is round 2 still. The winner of this match will meet Raven in the finals to crown the first ever Queen of the Ring. And they will be defending that title each and every pay-per-view against either champion, heavyweight champion, women's champion, I should say, on the Pit or Saturday Night Special. Michael Hanrahan says Crypto knows her because he hunts cryptids, and I believe she's Yeti's woman. So, of course, Crypto knows. I did not get to see the rest of it. Knows them. Okay, there we go. I have to look from screen to screen. Not everything shows up on the live chat here on PS4. Looking at almost reaching our first hour here on Big Dog Wrestling. This will be going a little bit overtime tonight, but I hope you guys don't mind. The action is hot, and Shell Kneebreaker with an Irish whip, sending Eva to the corner, and Eva evading and slamming those heavy forearms to the back of Shell Kneebreaker. We get a basement dropkick to the shoulder blades of Eva. Eva fires back with that elbow to the midsection and a crucifix takedown. And now, a rear naked choke with that knee buried deep in Shell Kneebreaker's back. Grabbing her by the hair and just throwing her around like a rag doll. And we've got Natalya outside checking out these women. Don't know what for. There won't be a crossover for some time to come. Yes, the Twist of Fate can be your finisher. And now a splash by Shell Kneebreaker. This match could be over right now. And it is. A very quick match. Shell Kneebreaker making sure she has reserves going into the final match against Raven. McHaggis says, hot action. Michael Hanrahan says, and Hearn is just a green booger looking huntsman who calls himself a Celtic god, even though he's just a big, snotty bully. Spider Rat goes on to say, wow, video game Natalya is hideous. That she is. But Brooks is even worse. It is time to celebrate with Shell Kneebreaker with a Ryan Coe. Congrats, Shell Kneebreaker. She's got a big match coming up against Raven, both women. This is going to be hard to call. Both women are beaten down. Could go either way. Shell Kneebreaker reserved a lot of her health and strength in this last match against Eva. So let's get this match going. The conclusion and the crowning moment of the Queen of the Ring. Let's get our asses to action. Sookie says, go Shelly Belly. Michael Hanrahan says, boo, we don't want all the women not to have their knees in good health. Well, then, frankly, they just need to get off their knees, right? I do apologize. That was crude. It was a moment. Both women have been in big dog wrestling before, but never, ever like this. Mama Misfit says, does a chant for Raven. Jacob Graham, so next week my character is going to fight. Definitely will be fighting. Is that tomorrow? No, it is not tomorrow. That will be next Saturday. I need time to create all the entrances and do the move sets. Silky Bratty Pants, that's what knee pads are for. I actually should have expected that from you, Sookie. Thank you. They could use a chair instead of kneeling. Jacob Graham says, okay. And Shell Kneebreaker in full control, stomping away at Raven. This could all be over before it actually begins. Stomping on the arm of Raven and Shell Kneebreaker, the Amazon of Big Dog Wrestling. Just taking it to her opponent, but Raven fires back with a quick corkscrew dragon whip. And Shell is holding her own knee. Raven up top, measuring her opponent, looking for a crossbody or a Hurricane Rana. No, a missile drop kick. And a quick kick to the ribs sends Raven rolling. Beautiful snap neck. She's not just breaking knees, folks. She's trying to break the necks as well. And a belly to belly. Raven in a world of trouble at the moment. She has not been able to get into this match as of yet. Shell Kneebreaker looking for a pinfall. And Raven kicks out in the last millisecond. She waited too long, gave Shell a chance to see what was coming. I do agree. But Raven with a beautiful head scissor takedown. Now hitting the ropes in celebration, I believe. Wasting a little bit of time, allowed Shell Kneebreaker to recover. She delivers that jawbreaker and a huge knife edge chop to the chest of Raven. And Raven delivers a belly to belly of her own. 1, 2, and a kick out. Very slow counts on both ends. At least the ref is being fair to both women. Raven, purely gassed. You can see that clearly. Both women struggling in this match. And now, a pump handle, overhead suplex. Excellently done. And we get our first cover by Raven. 2, 3. Raven is your Queen of the Ring. Unbelievable tournament, folks. And now it is time to shed a little bit of light on the men here in Big Dog Wrestling. But let's take in the replay first. Fire the ref. Jacob Graham says, can my character name be Jacob? Of course he can. Cowboy John, not a problem that you're late. You just missed the entire Queen of the Ring tournament. You can catch that out on the channel later on once the live stream is over. Mama Misfit also congratulating Raven and Michael Hanrahan. Cowboy John was the other new guy I forgot about. Well, I already created him. I hope he likes the look. And after this crowning moment, we will go right into the Saturday Night Special match card. And there you go, the queen of Big Dog Wrestling. She's bruised, battered, beaten, and still came out victorious. Jacob, if you do that, you should maybe have one of his moves be Jacob's Ladder. Okay, so there you go. That is the final of the match, and now we need to exit. I wish this could be done a different way, but there we go. Let's move into the match card. So on your screen you can see Pete Wall center stage with his co-host Red Rainer. They will be in action tonight. You've got Mr. 925 and Chris Danger here on YouTube, and Thunder Chops and Red Rum behind them. Let's move on. So we've got Canadian Enforcer out first, and yes, we are starting the show. Oh my God, a Lesnar sighting. Could be like Crypto's Booker T, Mr. Ass move he did the ring yesterday. And Rick Vanderzee, Ricky Hot Rock, would win this. Ricky Hot Rock is in action tonight here on Saturday Night Special. What's that Billy Gunn move called again? I believe it was called the Famouser. Sookie. Shush Ricky. And yes, we got to play through this. Sorry about that, folks. I believe Ricky will be in a 6-man over-the-top battle royal to decide who will be the United States champion. And the champion at the moment is my co-host, Red Rainer, from the Heavyweight Mark channel here on YouTube. That is the deal here. You want to become a champion, you have to take out the owners. And as you can see, the arena is very low budget. It is the Indies though, folks. We will be upgrading as more fans come into the Big Dog Arena. So, Canadian Enforcer has something to get off his breastises. Let's find out what he's got to say. And no, I will not be playing him. I will let the AI decide what the storyline's going to be. I believe he is calling someone out, though. And depending on what this promo is going to be, I will decide the fate of both men that take place in this promo. Michael Hanrahan says, call Ricky out. Canadian. Me and Canadian Enforcer go back quite a few years now. I have loved his character. I have hated the character. I have hated his manager, and I do still like him. I count him as a good friend. Every now and then, though, you need to smack the shit out of him to get his head out of his ass. But he's, for the most part, is a great man to be aligned with and to work with. So here's hoping to a great and brilliant career here in Big Dog Wrestling. He's been in many of my feds. It's good to see him here on YouTube. Yeah, he got pretty upset when Crypto beat him the other day. Mama Misfit says, for sure, Pete. See, at least I do have people agreeing with me, and I hope Canadian Enforcer is in the live stream. He was very excited to take part in Big Dog, but he can always watch the action later on after the live stream. What happens after the live stream, YouTube will buffer it and put it all together, and then it will be able to be viewed. That's WU Universe, though, not Big Dog Universe. We are in the Big Dog Universe here on YouTube, but yes, Wrestler Unstoppable, the place to be if you like a good wrestling app. Canadian Enforcer, I do not do his voice, but I will say what he's saying. Man, it's been some crazy times here in Big Dog Wrestling, right? Can't say that Big Dog Universe hasn't been getting its money's worth. Of course, that's what I'm all about, giving you your money's worth. He looks like a low rent test. I have thought that for many years now. That is a good point there. Now I'm trying to figure out why all of you keep cheering for the same guy week in and week out when you could be cheering for me. Sounds like Canadian Enforcer in a way. There's a word for you guys like him. It's the worst word in Big Dog Superstar. Can you be called in my book? Boring. So far, your promo is boring. Get off my fucking TV. What do you say, Big Dog Universe? You want to see me and Pete Wall do this or what? Oh, he's challenging the boss man, you son of a bitch. Well then, let's go. Well, I'm ready and fired up now, buddy. Come on. My fat ass is just waiting to drag itself out of the fucking back. There we go. He's got some big problems from a very big dog. Yes, the beard is too short, I do agree. The only other one they had was the Viking beard, and it was all braided up and shit. I went with what was closer to mine. My ass better do a better promo than what the fucking Canadian Enforcer just pulled off. You know what, just punch him in the face, you motherfucker. In the spirit of saving time, I'm not going to redo my entrance, but next time, I demand that you all greet me with the proper reception. Think of your father. No, think of your hero. You know what? Think of me the next time I come out here. Thank you very much, Sookie. And Spider Rat. I ain't good at sharing, but I've always hated being in the sandbox alone. Welcome to my playground. Please have a look, make yourself at home, but don't you dare get comfortable. And this guy needs to be kicked in the vagina. Starting this old rivalry back over all over again. This time it's Pete Wall, not Mordecai. You don't have what it takes to make it as a superstar. Tell you what though, I'm feeling rather generous, so come work for me as maybe a cook. You can make me pancakes whenever I want, and I'll even save you some scraps. What do you say? See, that's the problem. He's getting all of the fucking people to do his cooking for me. I need to lose the belly, and he's fucking asking for fucking pancakes. Look, I get it. You're out here trying to make some kind of point, and you're using me to do it. The problem with that plan is you expected me to just sit here and take it. However, I've been in Big Dog long enough to learn that at some point the talking stops, and pretty soon you won't have a choice because it's going to be hard for you to speak when you're unconscious. Big, strong words from a much smaller man. It hurts, don't it? When you stare into the mirror and realize you're not the man you wish you were. What about when your family makes you realize you just ain't good enough either? Sucks. But I'm a nice guy, and I'm all about chances. So I'm giving you a chance to prove yourself by beating me in a match. Who's that talking? This is Pete Wall, host of Pillar to Post and Big Dog Wrestling. Canadian Enforcer, I think you need to take a step back, and I realize what you're getting yourself into. I don't think you've actually taken the time to think about what you're saying. You're putting yourself in a situation that you can't possibly win. Take some time and make sure you know what you're doing before you do something you'll regret. You know what, you bastard? You're backpedaling. Put up, shut up, and toe the fuck up. Do you always have to play by the rules with everything? This is Big Dog Wrestling. This isn't the Oval Office. Keep it up, and you're going to learn the hard way that playing by the rules only gets you hurt. And you're looking at the guy who's going to do the hurting. That I am known as Mordecai in Wrestler Unstoppable. There, oh, jeez. A cheap shot by Canadian Enforcer, and now a belly-to-back suplex takes out Canadian. CE's gonna get the beat down at this point. And a kick to the abdomen by Pete Wall. Got tired of sitting in the office. He decided to join us all here in Big Dog Wrestling and the ring. Looking for a suplex, but CE blocks and delivers his own. This isn't a match, people. This is a straight up little fight between two old friends, renewing and rekindling their rivalry here in Big Dog Wrestling. And a spear by Canadian Enforcer. The referee breaking this up finally. Canadian Enforcer has made his statement known. The boss man back on his feet, and I think I need to make a decision here, folks. This shit ain't going down lightly. You know what? I'm going to put my belt on the line tonight, and I'm going to give Canadian Enforcer a shot. Because why? I'm the nice guy here. And he's just a fucking vagina waiting to get kicked in the box. Let's move it on. That sumbitch is going to get hurt tonight. That is our main event. And up next, a 6-man battle royal to decide who will be the United States champion. We've got Cowboy John in action. We've got Gator Dean, I believe. We've got Ricky Hot Rock, Red Rainer from the Heavyweight Mark channel here on YouTube. And we've got Super Nacho, and damn it, I forgot his name. It's going to be Steve. But no, it is Blood Grinder. Blood Grinder. That is the man with the orange and red face paint. Super Nacho, the Superman here in Big Dog Wrestling. Red Rainer has that mohawk, red beard, and red hair. And Ricky Hot Rock, sporting the bandana and the muzzle. Gator Dean with the gator eyes, and Cowboy John looking very prim and proper for his debut match here in Big Dog Wrestling. Who's the razor honky guy laugh? That is Super Nacho. Time to kill these jobbers, and Sookie, go Nacho. Peanut, oh, I want one. This is cool. Fan me on W, inbox me. Will do, Peanut. Razor looking guy is Super Nacho. Yes, that is Michael Hanrahan. And Mama Misfit gives a shout out to Peanuts. I have managed to get everyone in on the debut show. I'm looking at about 35 men and women for this show alone. I'm looking at about 32, 33 for the pit. So I have been busting my ass off to try and give you guys well-created wrestlers here. So let's move into action. This is going to be a motherfucker to call. Yeah, Brothers in Paint. I gotta go with Blood, What's It, and Super Nacho's team. This is not team. This is a six-man over-the-top battle royal. This is for the United States champion and the champion currently, the co-host of Shoot From the Hip, Red Rainer. That is the man sporting the red mohawk. Super Nacho eaten a vicious drop kick to the back of the head by Gator Dean, I believe. Cowboy John getting taken out by Red Rainer. And the hell is his name, Steve? Blood Grinder. Blood Grinder working on Ricky Hot Rock. We got a lot of people rooting for Super Nacho, and Red Rainer almost bites the dust. Cowboy John in control. Fireman's Carrie, and we got Super Nacho fighting for survival on the apron. Ricky Hot Rock up against the ropes, and Blood Grinder trying to eliminate him, but Ricky Hot Rock fires back very quickly. And the Irish Whip sends Gator Dean over the top, and now Super Nacho trying to shove his ass out of the ring, and we've got Blood Grinder trying desperately to eliminate Ricky Hot Rock. Hot Rock fires back with an elbow, and Super Nacho with a beautiful suplex. Cowboy John in full control of Red Rainer, and a backdrop by Gator Dean to Super Nacho. We get a flatliner by the Blood Grinder. Ricky Hot Rock in a whole world of trouble here, and now Cowboy John on the ropes as Red Rainer looking to eliminate his first victim of the night. Beautiful float over DDT by Ricky Hot Rock, and Gator Dean measuring his opponent. One Super Nacho. Super Nacho on the apron once again, striving to stay in this match, and we get a neck breaker by Ricky Hot Rock, and Red Rainer with that overhand punch to Cowboy John. Beautiful, beautiful escape there by Cowboy John. And now Blood Grinder on the outside. Ricky Hot Rock trying to get his first elimination. Super Nacho working over Gator Dean, and now Gator Dean looking in a little bit of trouble. A modified suplex by Cowboy John to Red Rainer, and this action is all over the goddamn place. Red Rainer evading that what looked could be a RKO did not happen, but Cowboy John still finding himself in control of this fight. Ricky Hot Rock in trouble as Blood Grinder tries to eliminate him again. And now Super Nacho with that shoulder tackle takes out Gator Dean, and now Ricky Hot Rock with that belly buster. Cowboy John has Red Rainer on the ropes. Could be a first elimination here, folks, and a missile drop kick evaded by the Blood Grinder. Beautiful Hurricane Rana. Super Nacho out of this match. Not a good debut for the Nacho Man. And Red Rainer gone too at the hands of Cowboy John. Beautifully done, men. Great debut. You eliminated the champion. Either way, we are crowning a new United States champion here tonight. Ricky Hot Rock and Cowboy John both in control of their opponents. Backbreaker followed up with a neckbreaker by Ricky Hot Rock, and now stomping away at Gator Dean. Cowboy John looking to eliminate his second opponent of the evening, and that is Blood Grinder. Ricky Hot Rock has Gator Dean on the ropes, and it could be over for Gator Dean. Looks like a return to the swamp. And there you go. Beautifully done. I believe every single competitor except for Red Rainer was from the Wrestler Unstoppable app. Great competition here, folks, from the Wrestler Unstoppable competitors. Beautiful underhook German suplex, and both men down. Blood Grinder looking to take Cowboy John out. The Blood Grinder skinning the cat, and he saves his ass from elimination. Face plant by Ricky Hot Rock to Cowboy John. Julie Wakefield, how the hell is it going? Damn nice to see you here in the live stream, woman. It's been a long, long time. Ricky Hot Rock abusing Cowboy John, sending him to the outside once again. And it could end up being just Blood Grinder going up against Ricky Hot Rock to finish off and crown our U.S. Championship. Oh, no, you were not a buzzard. You were perched on the top rope like a buzzard, okay? I was giving credit to your gothic look. Heavyweight Mark, I'm plugging my channel. Please subscribe. I love my channel logo in the ring skirt Pete. Hey, I'm here to support both of us. You are my co-host, man. Michael Hanrahan says, oh no, so that's Cowboy John. Come on, John. Yes, it is. I did not do the entrances as of yet. And Cowboy John meets his demise at the hands of the Blood Grinder. Ricky Hot Rock now facing a flatliner. He's got to go over the top rope, however. Smashing his opponent in the face, and Ricky Hot Rock now back in control. Beautiful DDT. That ain't going to win him the match, though. He needs to throw the Blood Grinder out. Beautiful combo, backbreaker and neckbreaker, and now stomping away. He needs to eliminate his opponent before he exerts too much of his energy. Yes, sir, indeed. The flatliner was made famous by Canyon. Sorry to see you gone from the match, Cowboy John. But next week is a whole new story here on the Saturday Night Special show. We get an Irish Whip, and now Blood Grinder in control and trying to eliminate the elusive Ricky Hot Rock. It cannot be Ricky for the win. It's turning into a slobber knocker, folks. Both men trading fists back and forth, and now the Blood Grinder back in control, slamming the muzzled face of Ricky Hot Rock down to the mat. Snapping the neck of the Blood Grinder. That is such a hard name to fucking remember, folks. Rick Vanderzee and the Sad Dog. Good to see you back in the stream, Sad Dog. And we're going for a toe hold here. Working the legs of Ricky Hot Rock. His head can't get much larger than it already is. If Ricky wins this, he might take off into the air. So he's got quite the ego. That is good to know. I am just messing with you, Ricky. From Mama Misfits. And back to the action, folks. Irish Whip sends Ricky Hot Rock over the top rope. Blood Grinder just standing there, but a huge clothesline sends Ricky Hot Rock out. And your new United States champion, the Blood Grinder. Wow. Did not expect that to happen. A great debut. What looks like a good fighter. He's going to have to earn the way to keep that title. There is going to be a bullseye on his back permanently from tonight going forward. And one woman that did not make it into the Queen of the Ring tournament, Angelina, from here on YouTube. She is a viewer here. A shout out to Angelina. Great match from the first opening card, match of the card. Too bad some of these guys did not pull through. I expected a little bit more from the Cowboy. but a good effort nonetheless. Jacob Graham says, I will beat him for the U.S. champion. Peanut goes, bye-bye, Ricky. And Michael Hanrahan, Angelina is mad about not being in the match. Well, we're going to find out very damn soon. Spider Rat, all right, guys, I'm off. Got plans with the kids. Not a problem, Spider Rat. Glad you were here as long as you were. Michael Hanrahan, looks like she's gonna have something to say about that. Sad Dog, what's your favorite wrestler? I've answered this every day of the stream. It is Jake the Snake Roberts, tied with The Undertaker. Rest in peace. So what is Angelina gonna have to say about being forgotten about in the Queen of the Ring? Well, maybe she's gonna get a shot against the Queen later on in the weeks to come. George Dilly, keep doing this and you can be the best wrestling YouTuber out there. Thank you very much, George Dilly. Thank you for joining the stream as well. People are what make this world go around. It's very difficult to do anything completely on your own, whether it's friends, business partners, or more. Having an extra person in your life can really make a difference. Paisley, I'd like you to join me in this ring, as I have a proposition for you. And that is another woman that was left off the tournament card. Suki, from this day forward, you will be now on Saturdays every week. Just to inform you, amen, P is the bestest. Thank you very much for that comment, and we will see for sure. Rick Vander Z says, this is pretty sweet, I must say. Thank you very much. And Julie Wakefield, yep, we will. Did I accept your friend request? Yes, I did, Sad Dog. I believe I did anyway. I accepted a bunch yesterday. So Paisley has what to say. Okay, you've piqued my interest. You can call me a cat because I'm certainly curious about what you have to say. But don't think I'm just some ordinary cat. I'm more like a tiger, a panther, a lioness, a strong and fierce predator, always ready to go to the hunt and defend my pride. Not to mention, I look good doing it. No, I am not stripping you of the title. You will have to legitimately lose the title. Me and you share some common goals. One, we were left off the Queen of the Ring tournament. We're both driven to succeed. We both grew up idolizing the same superstars, and we were once again forgotten about in the Queen of the Ring. So what do you say we join forces and fuck some people up? Thank you very much, George Dilly. So, she is on both shows then. No, she is just on Saturdays. She will have to defend the women's title of Friday night, The Pit, at the first pay-per-view. You can cast aside any doubts you may currently have, because I'm here for you from here on out. We are now partners. So I'll do whatever it takes for us to win and stay on top of this division. I will train harder, eat better, run my mouth more, and talk out of my ass until it just looks like shit is just dribbling out and people will laugh at me. I have to admit, I am really sorry. I have to admit, this is really a little strange, but think it works. Yes, you and me, we might be different, but we're going to make some waves in BDW women's division. That is, if one of us doesn't try to drown the other first. I wouldn't try that if I were you. This time zone shit sucks. Aussies are like 16 hours in front. I do know that. If you guys have a time where it's better for you for me to live stream this so you guys can view properly, just shout it out and I will consider it and I will do what I can to make it easier for everyone. Do you have to do to download those people? If so, shit. No, I've created most of them. Everyone from Wrestler Unstoppable, I have created. For those from YouTube, most of them have their character already uploaded to the network of the PS4. Well, it is definitely good to see you in the live chat, Julie Wakefield. George Dilly, this is better than Brendan Plays. Thank you very much. Now a big match, and a man we haven't seen for quite some time. Sin, the Nightmare of Big Dog Wrestling. He's managing the duo of Alpha and Omega, and they will be taking on Red Rum and Venom from the Sinister Saints. The evil mastermind of the Nightmare known as Sin, now a manager. A lot different role for him to be playing in Big Dog Wrestling. Suki McHaga says, I can always set an alarm, Pete. Sunday morning here, 9:29 a.m. right now. Damn, that's early. It is 7:29 here. So I do see the time difference, and I do have friends in Australia as well. I do know the issues with the time zone. Sucks balls. What are you going to do about it, though? Actually, my good buddies, Thunder Chops and Tera Storm, are both from Australia. Great friend of mine, and I'm hoping they get to see this match. It is 3 in the morning here. Damn, George Dilly. Well, you know what? I've got my Ryan Coke to keep me awake. Sad Dog says it's 7:30, and George Dilly is from England. Good to know. Got a couple of friends out there as well, so it's good to have more of a worldly bunch here in on Pillar to Post here at Big Dog Wrestling. And I hope I do everyone's character justice here in Big Dog Wrestling. If you have a problem with the costumes I used for them, please let me know. Little bit of advice goes a long way to make shit look a hell of a lot better. Alpha and Omega, men from YouTube. I don't know if they're the viewers or if they are YouTubers, but both from YouTube nonetheless. Red Rum and Venom, both from Wrestler Unstoppable. And let's get into this match. Don't know a hell of a lot from either four of these men. Can you WWE play 2K16? Yes, I can. I just don't have it for the PS4. Thank you very much, Suki. I am very happy. I had to take some of my own ideas to throw in there because your costume for WU is slightly different. I like the leather and lace for your character. It fit. Omega starting off the match, and he's got Red Rum on the ropes. I believe it's Red Rum. Could be Venom as well. Have no clue at this point. Pete, you doing a awesome job, hun. So miss you very long chats. I do, and I will be connecting with you again on Facebook, Julie Wakefield. Thank you very much, Suki. Can you make me on the game? I can. I just need to know what your character would look like. So let's get on with the action. If you are on Wrestler Unstoppable, please contact me, Sad Dog. If you have a wrestler currently uploaded to the network, I will download them. Red Rum with a springboard moonsault to Omega. I will make sure he is good, Jacob. Keith W., the hat and jacket are there. I just did not do the entrances. I will not have your entrance garb on your character while the match is going, though. Next week we will be starting to see the entrances. So just be patient with me. I've got a lot of characters to work with. Beautiful Frankensteiner by Omega, and he's looking for a tag. Actually, that was Omega. Alpha now in the ring. And Red Rum goes straight to work, driving those beautiful big fists of his into the face. And now, a flatliner into that turnbuckle. Beautifully done. And yes, I did say beautifully big fists. Little trash talking going on. The Nightmare Sin getting involved in this match like I knew he would. He's a prick, but I love him regardless. And now multiple backdrops into a German suplex. Alpha back in the ring, and Omega looking to do some damage on Red Rum. We've got tag team action here. Enziguri takes out Red Rum, and we get a vaulting crossbody to the prone Red Rum. Huge scoop slam into a Michinoku driver. 1, 2, and a kick out by either Omega or Alpha. It doesn't really matter. Both teams a little bit on the freaky side. Getting a roll up and a super kick to the chin of Omega. Or Steve. Either one. What are we going to see here? We get the double underhook and a huge power bomb reversed into a Hurricane Rana. Beautifully done by Alpha and Omega's member, Omega. Strongman slam, and he's going up top. George Dilly, if you want to donate or become a patron, the best way to donate is become a patron, and a 450 splash by Omega could have just won the match. My Patreon is patreon.com/pillar-to-post. That is where you can donate to. Thank you very much for wanting to help the channel out. Sad Dog, if you play 2K16, I can tell you what I look like in the comments. Make sure you contact me after the live stream, the Sad Dog, and as well as the other guy. I will make sure I get all your information. Thank you very much, George. Now, we've got Venom in the ring, I believe. Getting worked over by Omega. It's one thing, it doesn't matter if I'm commentating or doing any kind of live stream. I am always paying attention to the chat, and I will always answer or comment where I need to. Omega kicking out of that predicament, and now we've got Venom fighting back, and George Dilly says, gotta go, parents have caught me. Ooh, somebody's in trouble. Beautiful reversal by Steve. No, Venom. One of those two. And he's looking for the tag. And in comes Red Rum. The Sinister Saints, the Masked Men, in red and black. Actually, they're both all in red and black. Got a pinfall attempt. 2. The guys with the tassels and the black masks. Sinister Saints in control of this match so far. Spinal tap by Red Rum, and he is looking to take out Omega or Alpha. We will decide that on the outcome of this match. Huge boot saves his ass. And now, a huge belly-to-back suplex. Omega looking to interfere in the match. Alpha taking a little bit of a break in the corner, folks. Hello, beautiful. My very elusive wife has returned from a birthday party. Thank you very much for the coffee, beautiful. Stomp to the knee. Beautiful backbreaker. Half Nelson into a backbreaker, and he goes for the pinfall. And a close one for Sinister Saints. What do you think about a match against AJ Styles in 2K17? I will be doing crossovers with Wrestler Unstoppable and YouTubers like against WWE wrestlers. Do not worry about that. And it could be a good thing. Some beautiful tag team action going on, and now I believe it is Venom back inside the ring, and he suffers at the hands of that big boot. Arm drag, and he's back in control. Kick to the stomach, and going for that package pile driver, and nails it. That could be it all right there. But he's not done with Alpha just yet. Heavyweight Mark, please, Pete, check out my Money in the Bank video. I will do that when I'm not live streaming Heavyweight Mark. We get the tag, and Alpha and Omega with a beautiful drop toe hold into an elbow drop. I'm going to say Alpha is in at the moment. I'm unsure. I've lost track. And a frog splash, and an instant pinfall, 2. And a kick out by Venom. Thank you very much, George Dilly, and thank you to your parents. 2. Alpha with a near fall. I'm voting for Nightmare City. So, we've got Venom in control now, and a spear takes out Alpha. Alpha just getting stomped away on at the moment. Venom should be looking for that tag or a pinfall, but he's looking to inflict more damage on Alpha. Not quite a snap suplex, but quick in its own right, and he's looking for that super kick once again. Nails it. This match is over, folks. And once again, the nightmare of Big Dog Wrestling, Sin, the manager of Alpha Omega, interfering and distracting the referee. This match was done for. Alpha, now in control because of his manager, and a face plant takes out, I believe, it is Venom still in the ring. Quick combo successions here, and now a super kick of his own. Nightmare's finisher, it is a thumb to the throat. Stomping away on his victim, and now Venom in trouble. The pinfall is being made, and a close count once again. The referee a little bit on the slow side. Venom evading that basement drop kick, and now Alpha reversing that attack. Alley-oop, and this match is in trouble for the Sinister Saints. Beautiful somersault splash. Alpha stomping on the tricep of Venom, and he's looking for a tag. Quickly changed his mind, going back to work on the body of Venom. If you send me the logos, I can make you an arena that you could use as your WrestleMania arena. I will look into that, bro. Actually, I'm thinking about doing a WrestleMania type pay-per-view, but I've got a lot of pay-per-views to come up before. So what's your fave food? Favorite food would be chili cheese fries, actually. My arenas have other 2,000 downloads. Wow. I will definitely contact you about that, George Dilly. We got the tag and Omega now in the ring. The larger of the Alpha and Omega team. Sending Venom into the turnbuckle. Venom turning things around for his team. And now slamming his opponent down. Split-legged moonsault. And he's looking for a pinfall. 1, 2, and a kick out by Omega once again. Spear. This match is over, or it possibly could be. Standing moonsault, beautifully executed, and a jawbreaker saves Omega's life here in this ring. And we've got blood, folks. Omega busted open, seeping through the mask, and he is delivering a trifecta of German suplexes. What, not a jelly donut and back bacon sandwich washed down with a Molson Canadian? Sorry about that, Keith W. No, I'm a chili cheese fry guy. That is my favorite dish. It goes excellently with a Budweiser, by the way. Sharp elbow and a reversal by Venom. And another reversal at the hands of Omega. Get an Irish whip into the corner, and what is he going to be looking to do? Big boot by Venom, and he is back in action, and now a drop kick reversed. Didn't know that with you guys in the West. Leg drop by Omega, and the action continues here on the Saturday night special of Big Dog Wrestling. Irish whip into the wrong corner. Venom in trouble, but he saves his own butt, and now propping his victim up on the top turnbuckle. Reversal once again by Omega. Very odd he did not go for an attack off the top rope, but a neck breaker still takes out Venom. And another Irish whip to the corner. Nightmare Sin looking on, concern on his face, I think. The paint interfering with what he could be expressing. And we're going up for a high-risk superplex. Damn near broke him in half, folks. I do not understand why they do not go for the pin. And a gourd buster. Venom in a world of trouble. Sad Dog says, have you ever played Black Ops 2? Actually, I have only played Black Ops one time in my life. Not really into the first-person shooter games. Then we get an armbar. No! Crippler crossface. And Venom escapes with his neck and his arm intact. And we got the tag once again. Drop toe hold and an elbow to the back of Venom. You actually have an interesting gameplay. Thank you very much there, George Dilly. I try to make it as interesting as possible. Huge right, and a spear follows it, and now going for the pin. Alpha in trouble, but Omega back in the ring, and only is good for a 2 count. A very long 2 count. But he's measuring his opponent once again. He's looking for that super kick. And meets the chin beautifully. Jumping for joy? I don't know, folks. But he's finally going for the pinfall. 2. No, just a 2 count. Venom has been in this ring for a very long time. I'm shocked he has not made the tag to his partner. Hurricane Rana reversed into a powerbomb. And now Venom in trouble. The Sinister Saints starting to show the steam has been let out of their little bubble. Rolling senton bomb. Excellently done. 1, 2, 3. This match is over. Alpha and Omega win the debut tag team match here on Big Dog Wrestling. Look at that super kick. Met the job perfectly. It was like they were meant to be. And now that rolling senton might have a couple of wrecked ribs tonight. Near fall at the hands of Venom. He should have tagged in his partner, Red Rum, and he might have been able to hold out just a little bit longer, folks. Pride and stupidity do not make a good wrestler. But by the looks of it, being a freaky sumbitch makes you a winner. Scrooge McDuck, laugh out loud super kick. A little bit of celebration going on here tonight with Alpha and Omega. And since my wonderful wife brought me this coffee, I should enjoy it before I forget about it. I don't need to get my ass kicked tonight. Jacob Graham, I want my signature to be side effect. Will do. Basically, you want a Matt Hardy type character. George Dilly, it has been great watching, but I better get to bed as it is 3:30 in the morning. Well, you have a good night there, George Dilly. Thank you for joining the stream, and thank you for becoming a new subscriber. Very happy you've been enjoying the stream. I actually want to say thank you to everyone that has joined the stream. It's been a great night so far. Guys, you guys have made 2 nights of mine a fantastic weekend. Sadly, I will not be live streaming tomorrow because I have an aunt that I need to meet that I haven't seen in 15 years. So I will not be live streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow is all about the family. Oh, DeConk is up. This should be interesting, Mama Misfit says. And Michael Hanrahan, Black Panther, yes. He is a YouTuber. He has created the Black Panther. The Black Panther has come alive here in Big Dog Wrestling. Let's see. Black Panther. Didn't WCW get in trouble once for making a character too similar to Spider-Man? That they did. 152 subscribers. Wow. Thank you, guys. We get up to 200 subscribers. We are having a draw for a Circle of Steel or a Pillar to Post merchandise. It will be either a beanie or a t-shirt. Keep that in mind, guys. Let's get into action. DeConk, a good friend of mine, a fellow pothead. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. And he will be facing Black Panther, a fellow YouTuber. Let's see how this action's going to play out. DeConk, no respect at all shown to Black Panther. Mock a comic book character, I'll slap the shit out of you. And he goes straight after Chair. Yes, this is a no-holds-barred match. Why? Because I can. Seen a lot of reversals, and he chop blocks the leg of Panther, and now working him over with that steel chair. Wrenching on the neck. Can the Black Panther survive the brutality, the vindictiveness, and the disrespectful attitude of DeConk? Or I should say the perversion as well. Black Panther escapes, his head intact, and now an Irish whip, and DeConk hits the ropes. And a back body drop, followed up by a spinal tap by the Black Panther. And now a swift kick to the chest, arm drag, and DeConk is back on his feet. I hate to say it, but I gotta root for Conk because I love Marvel, but I'm a Namor fan. Black Panther on the second turnbuckle and comes down with a double axe handle to the chest of DeConk. Northern Lights driver by, or Northern Lights suplex by DeConk, and now a standing moonsault. Did not know DeConk had it in him, but he's going for a quick pin here. Antox Montana, thank you for joining the live stream. This is Big Dog Wrestling here on the PS4 as well as on Pillar to Post. I hope you enjoy. And now, damn, a modified rock bottom almost, a side effect if you will. And a near fall for DeConk. Michael Hanrahan, if you didn't know, Namor and Black Panther don't get along ever since that stupid Phoenix 5 storyline. I have actually not paid attention to comic books for some time. I gave my whole collection to my son. But I still do read them and buy them some every now and then. DeConk working over Black Panther with the steel chair. And a spinning back fist knocks the chair loose, and DeConk in trouble for just a second. Black Panther falling flat on his ass on the steel chair. Julie Wakefield, Pete, message me later. I will do that, Julie. Beautiful neck breaker by DeConk, and he's measuring his opponent. He's looking to end the match early. Another side effect, this time flat on the steel chair, and he's going for a pinfall. 2, And a kick out by Black Panther, barely escaping the end of this match, or what could have been. And Tox Montana, who play in Wrestler Unstoppable. Almost everybody in the live chat, almost everybody is Wrestler Unstoppable here in the live chat. Now Black Panther working on the tricep and the elbow of Dawg. Got a measured end. A spinning neck breaker. Beautifully done by Black Panther. 1, 2, and a kick out by Dawg. Rick Vander Ricky Hot Rock here. And Mama Misfit. She's also from WWE, as well as Michael Hanrahan. In the movie verse, though, I don't mind Black Panther. Hope his movie does well. I know a lot of black people are hoping it will be bigger than Blade or Spawn. I do hope so as well. I love Black Panther. Now setting him up. And another spinning neck breaker. Beautifully done. Going for another pinfall. 2. And Dawg escapes once again. This match is still alive and hot. And we're getting a springboard into a neck breaker. Excellently done. Black Panther showing a lot of high-flying, risk-taking ability. Sending Dawg out to the apron. And now just driving his fist into the mouth of Dawg. We all know Dawg, every now and then, you do need to punch him in the mouth. Every now and then. He's still a good cat, though. Beautiful running Hurricane Rana off the apron. And Black Panther still in control of this match. Northern Light Suplex has Dawg back in control, and he has the fans excited tonight. Reversal and a short arm clothesline follows shortly afterwards by Black Panther. Looking for that DDT, but Dawg drives his knee into the belly of the Black Panther. Running drop kick, nicely executed. Dawg in control. I expected to see a lot more weapons being used with Dawg in action tonight. And again, he escapes that DDT attempt by Black Panther, and Black Panther switches things around as well. Beautiful, beautiful move executed by Black Panther. Michael Hanrahan says Conk is funny, but he's too condescending. And we get a calf crusher by the Black Panther. I like him, except that I got tired of his putting people down all the time, so I had to unfan him. That's why I said every now and then he needs a punch in the mouth, but he is not a bad guy. I know him personally as well as on the game. He's totally different away from the game. I do like that about him. If he kept the same attitude, I'd probably want to slap him for real. And a near fall. Dawg showing frustration. Celebrating when he needs to be picking up that chair and breaking the kneecaps of the Black Panther. A basement drop kick to the neck. And the Black Panther is suffering at the hands and the feet of Dawg. Running drop kick, and Panther is out of it. Another fall. 2, 3. Dawg wins his debut match. I want to apologize to the Pug. Yes, Little Pug here on YouTube. You suffered your first loss, but you lost to a better man. I will be fanning everyone that is in the live chat if I haven't been a fan of yours already for years now. Just look for Mordecai on Wrestler Unstoppable, and you can send me a friend request and I will return every single one of them. And there you have it, folks. Your winner of this bout. The bearded bastard himself. The fun-loving, beer-swilling, the conch. Up next, She-Hulk back in action. Did not expect this. She will be facing another woman that did not meet the requirements for the Queen of the Ring tournament tonight. And she is Riley Harris from here on YouTube.com. I have to say, those are some of the biggest lips I have seen in a long time. Botched face job? Who knows? A little bit too much Botox. I don't know, folks. But Riley Harris surely had something done wrong to them lips of hers. I do want to apologize to Riley's manager. It is just me in character, so please do not be upset. Is She-Hulk gonna be gassed from her fight earlier on? No, she will not. I did not set it up that way. She has had about an hour to recuperate, so she is pretty damn good at this point in her match since tonight. Lock up, and Riley Harris in control, but short-lived as She-Hulk makes a go-around and takes her down amateur style. Excellently done. And now tossing her around like she's nothing. Riley Harris is the redhead in the ring. She-Hulk, the green, white, and pink powerhouse of a woman. And now a shoulder breaker. And an arm bar applied, wreaking havoc on the joints of Riley Harris. And Talks Montana. Hello, Big Dog. I am Mr. Nathanson. Glad to know that. Thank you for meeting you, or being here on the live stream and Talks. Or Mr. Nathanson, whichever one you want to be called. Suplex attempt by Riley Harris, quickly reversed by She-Hulk. She had a great night earlier on, but she came up short in the final, the second round of the Women's Queen of the Ring tournament. She is showing very much heart and determination in this ring tonight. But that swift kick to the back of the head takes her down pretty damn quickly, folks. Riley Harris, an expert striker. Thank you very much, Antox. I will make sure I fan you back after I'm done with this live stream. Julie Wakefield, can you call me what you like, Big Dog? You normally do. Riley Harris, still in control. She-Hulk. She-Hulk chick, I should say, getting pummeled and beaten down. I think Riley Harris wants her lips to be as big as hers at this point. We get a straight jacket neck breaker and a pinfall combo. 2 and a kick out by She-Hulk chick. Celebrating a little bit early in this matchup. Now dragging She-Hulk chick into the middle of the ring, and we get a running bulldog. And now vaulting to the top rope. Beautiful spinning moonsault, excellently performed, and a pinfall attempt once again. She-Hulk chick is in trouble now. Her head doesn't seem to be in the match. Frustrations maybe from earlier on in the evening in the Queen of the Ring tournament have her down. She needs to find some inspiration, folks. Hopefully not thrown from a train, Michael Hanrahan says. Oh, jeez. And now, a draping neck breaker by Riley Harris. She-Hulk has been in trouble for the majority of this match. Irish whip into the opposing turnbuckles. And now, finally, She-Hulk fires back. Something happened to her. Maybe she got a little bit of fire lit up under her ass. It's about damn time. still in control. Capture suplex. Sending Riley Harris across the ring. She-Hulk gonna turn green while she's 3/4 of the way there. Julie Wakefield. And now backhanding and slapping the shit out of Riley Harris's face. Those lips are gonna get even bigger at this point. And now an armbar applied. It could be over, but Riley Harris's foot slides underneath that rope, saving her. Riley Harris fires back with a European uppercut, and now She-Hulk with that short arm into a backbreaker drop. Peanut says Nacho bet come help his woman. She's getting a beat down. Definitely, Peanut, She-Hulk is getting a beat down. And what a haymaker. Took She-Hulk down. One punch. That straight jacket neckbreaker applied once again. And now a pinfall attempt. 2. And again, She-Hulk escapes another loss of the night. Losing 2 times in a row tonight could damage her esteem. Her self-esteem, I should say. But I think she's stronger than that, folks. Another twisting neckbreaker. Riley Harris going up top. Spinning. Moonsault. Wow. Riley Harris is on fire tonight. He's definitely a better choice than James Ellsworth. Hello, Sad Dog. Glad to see you back in the stream. And now Riley Harris driving her elbow into the back of She-Hulk. She-Hulk just can't find her niche in this match. I know you have never left Julie Wakefield. Thank you for sticking it out here so long. 1, 2, 3. No. That was a long pinfall count. What the hell? These refs need to be fired. Pete, you should know that She-Hulk Chick and Super Nacho are dating in WU. Good to know. I will make sure I try and add that in when I am talking about them here on the shows. Maybe I have them as valeting each other to the ring. She-Hulk trying to make an upset here. I found a wrestler called Ricky Hot Rock King Vampire. That is Ricky Hot Rock. You've seen him tonight in action here in Big Dog Wrestling. He is in WU. That is the guy you are thinking. Rick Vanderzee says Sookie should be my manager on here. Only if she's okay with that, Rick Vanderzee. She-Hulk, finally, back on her feet. Confused is what she's supposed to do with the legs of Riley Harris. And now measuring her opponent. Armbar applied. Trying to make Riley Harris tap. And again, Riley Harris escapes. Whatever she was trying to perform there was reversed, and now that straight jacket neck breaker, and this could be the end, folks. 2, 3, it's all over. Riley Harris is victorious in her debut match. Sorry to She-Hulk for the second loss of the evening. I believe there is a chance for her to come back from these losses tonight. Have a good night there, Antox, Montana. Thank you for joining the stream and being a part of Big Dog Wrestling here on YouTube.com and Pillar to Post. A lot of action going on here tonight. These women are intense. Better action than we see from the women in WWE, in my honest opinion. Jacob Graham, thank you for being here still. And Riggs Vanderzee says, sounds good. That would be cool if they have that as an option for intros. Keith W, okay, you can have the girls, Ricky. I will stay with the ladies. Women always rock, that they do, and they have been doing an excellent job on the show tonight. Damn, that chick needs to stop putting Botox in her lips. Freaky looking. Have a good night, Antox. Thank you once again. And there is definitely a rivalry building here between She-Hulk chick and Riley Harris. Not a good sign for Riley Harris. You don't want to get She-Hulk chick on your bad side. Up next, the Harbingers of Doom. That is Harbinger in the skull mask. The big guy with all the veins popping out. And then you have Doom, his partner, will be facing Stubby and Skull Ripper, the two that invaded the debut show of The Pit last night. I should have suspended their asses, but I need my tag teams in action. I do have got storyline ideas brewing, folks. Big things popping in the mind that is Pete. All the little people working their magic in my brain, man. Randy Orton might hear voices, I just hear little people. Stubby is the man with the purple bandana, and Skull Ripper, the man standing at his side, looking to climb the ranks here on Big Dog, looking to take on the tag team champions. Keith, you couldn't pull your dick, let alone a soul. Oh, thank you, Julie. Oh my God. Wow. And let's get into action here before I get in trouble. Son of a bitch, man. Michael Hanrahan says, I told Sergeant Stryker he should start a feud with that dude that threw him off the corner turnbuckle when he was going to jump. That was already in my mind as well. Ahem, should I bring Sahara back to disagree with you on that? I do love the banter, folks. And Harbinger, the big man of all four. We've got three big men here, but Harbinger stands head and shoulders above the rest, and he's getting abused at the hands of Stubby. Let's see here. The live chat has already gone by. I cannot see what you said there, Julie. Backstabber by Harbinger, and now stomping at the breastises that Stubby carries around with him in his paper bag every Saturday night here in Big Dog Wrestling. Sounds like Raven wants some revenge on the woman who beat her for the Queen of the Ring. Beautiful spine buster, viciously performed, and now makes the tag to his tag team partner, Doom. Stubby with that choke slam into a backbreaker. Beautiful modification. You couldn't pull your dick, let alone soul, just for you. Oh, okay, I went too far. You couldn't pull your dick, let alone a soul. Because the Nightmare Sin is too busy digging holes and counting souls. That knee breaker chick won, didn't she? Geez, no, I don't believe so. I think it was Raven who won, wasn't it not? I really believed it was Raven who won, but I will check into that after the live stream. No, she never won. Yes, there we go. I am correct. Raven is the queen of Big Dog Wrestling, while Harbinger abuses Skull Ripper with those gut-wrench suplexes, 3 consecutive in a row. Picking him up, and now going for a bear hug, but Skull Ripper delivers a skull-crushing elbow to the Masked Man. Now going for that camel clutch. Camel clutch accolade, whatever you want to call it. And Skull Ripper driven down. Harbinger in full control, looking for a pin or a tag. But Skull Ripper blocking his efforts. Skull Ripper with the fireman's carry, and Harbinger is in trouble now. Then you don't need to challenge anyone unless you feel the women's division can't challenge you, because the women will be gunning for you. Oh, they definitely will be. I think I need to get Raven or her manager on Wrestle Talk TV next week, Wednesday. How does that sound, Julie Wakefield? I think you should have a little bit of a crowning moment. And Skull Ripper setting him up for the total package. Wrenching on the back, the neck, and the legs. And Harbinger with that flip, he escapes and now trying to land the boots to the ribs of Skull Ripper. Sounds good to me. I love it. We're going to have 2-3 guests on Wrestle Talk TV come Wednesday. I'm still drinking, sweetheart. Thank you, though. Skull Ripper being thrown off of Harbinger. Harbinger with that reversal into a inverted DDT. And now Harbinger has him set up. And it's the sound of silence performed effortlessly at the hands of Harbinger. He's got it locked in. Half Nelson into a brain buster. And that could be all, folks. The Skull Ripper barely staying alive in this match. And yes, we've got a cup of haters here, boys. Julie Wakefield says, be right back. Need to go make a cuppa. And Doom going straight for the pin. And a kick out by Skull Ripper. Skull Ripper firing back, and a big boot takes down Doom, the smaller man of the Harbingers of Doom team. Once again, a haymaker has Doom against the ropes, and Skull Ripper takes him out all the way, sending him to the outside with a vicious clothesline. And now looking to do more damage, pummeling the back, the shoulders, and now the head of Doom. Doom fighting back out of it, and now a scoop but reversed. And Skull Ripper with that backdrop. Stomping away. Doom in a world of trouble. Reverses out and tosses Skull Ripper back inside the ring. Irish whip to the turnbuckles. And Skull Ripper delivers that massive boot to the face of the smaller competitor. But Doom looking to damage his opponent, and now a sit-out powerbomb. Did not expect that from the size of that little man. Irish whip once again. Skull Ripper in a little bit of trouble now. What do we got here? He's dancing around with Skull Ripper, folks, mocking him. And now, oh no, a fan of the Sister Abigail finisher, and almost a 3 count. I am shocked Skull Ripper stayed alive. He's getting his freak on, folks. And once again, the Sister Abigail attached and finished. A kiss goodnight, folks. 2. And almost 3. Stubby needs to get in this ring. He is the fresher man of the 2. Doom going back to work, landing those heavy rights, and now Skull Ripper firing back with some sharp elbows to the jaw of Doom. And he's got him up on his shoulders. And a rib breaker at the hands of Doom. Harbinger looks a little bit gassed on the outside. The big man completely and uselessly standing on the side of the ring and just being a dumbass. Get springboard action here and a nice missile drop kick performed by Doom. I need a drink, folks. Sorry about that. Skull Ripper calling an end to the match. Now, stomping away on the face of Doom. Harbinger just comes off as a dumbass. I don't know why. Just standing there like a useless tit. Wow, what a chop. And now, he's got the torture rack locked back in. Harbinger. He got what he asked for. You want to stand there and pay attention to the fans instead of your teammate? This match should be over, folks. But Doom fights his way out of the hold and DDTs Skull Ripper. Once again, sending him into the corner. And once again, Skull Ripper fires back, and so does Doom with that fireman's carry. Harbinger finally picks his sorry ass up off the mat on the outside, and finally is back up on the apron as Doom does the job he's supposed to do. How many more matches is there tonight? I believe there is a tag team championship match, and the main event, it will be Canadian Enforcer taking on the boss himself. Yes, Pete Wall is getting into action tonight. I am not going to take Canadian Enforcer's shit laying down, folks. And a kick out by Skull Ripper barely saves this match, and Stubby delivering that huge forearm to the back of Doom. Catering and pandering to the fans. Wow, damn, are you not too old for that, big dog? I'm not going to take any disrespectful mouthing off from a guy like Canadian Enforcer. And another torture rack applied by Skull Ripper, and Harbinger looking to end it. Stubby making the save. This match could be over finally. No. Again, an evasion. I'm going to try. 2. And once again, Skull Ripper saves his team from this match. It was funny how Tully did a Bobby the Brain Heenan when Canadian Enforcer did his promo. I like Canadian Enforcer, then Canadian Enforcer challenged me to a match, I believe. See, it's not showing everything on the live chat in the PS4. Gets his head knocked off. There we go. And the match is over. Skull Ripper. Too prideful to make the tag, I believe. Harbingers of Doom. Successful in their debut match. This would be the second loss of Stubby and Skull Ripper. Could this cause some conflict between the two? We're going to have to find out next week. And there it is, Sister Abigail. I don't know what he calls it, but I'll get the name of it. Until then, it is Sister Abigail, folks. Two and 3. Both teammates running around in circles playing Ring Around the Rosie. And yet these guys are happy with the outcome. Well, they took the win. They just didn't put on the best of show. We've got 2 huge YouTubers here in Big Dog Wrestling. One is nearing the 80,000 subscribers list. The other is nearing the 1 million subscriber list. And they are the current tag team champions. And we're going to find out who's going to try and take those titles away. So let's get into our next match of the evening. And hopefully it's going to be a good one. And it is a big one. My former client, the Nightmare Sin, teaming up with Thunder Chops and their manager tonight. Escort, if you will, Tera Storm. And they will be meeting the team of Chris Danger from the Chris Denker channel and Mr. 925 from the JD from New York 205 or 206 channel. Huge YouTubers, and they have joined Big Dog Wrestling. They are your current champions here in Big Dog. Can Thunder Chops and the Nightmare Sin take out this newly formed syndicate? We're going to find out. And if you don't remember who the Nightmare Sin is, FBW, he was a huge Federation leader there and was the first to bring the Federations into Wrestler Unstoppable. Yes, he is. Mr. 925 putting in his 8 hours. A little bit of blood, sweat, and tears are going to follow his career here in Big Dog Wrestling. I gotta say, due to having a manager, gotta lean towards the big monsters, though. Oh, they are a team to reckon with. They were a great tag team in the federations of Facebook Wrestling. And now they have joined forces again here in Big Dog Wrestling. And Chris Danger firing off with those heavy fists. Thunder Chops not taking that and driving his huge boots into the ribs of Chris Danger. Chris Danger with that arm drag takes out the big man. So shockingly, he went down so easily. But he just tosses him down like a rag doll. And Thunder Chops now in full control. You want trouble? You travel to Australia and you meet the big man known as Thunder Chops. He eats a bucket of chicken before every match. That is his workout routine, folks. A side of ribs is always his dessert. And now driving those huge heavy knees into the kidneys of Chris Danger. Chris Danger firing back with that high knee lift to the jaw of Thunder Chops. And now making the tag to Mr. 925. Thunder Chops back in control. Irish whip to 925 and a hip toss. Takes out the famous YouTuber. You should see his celebration meal there, Keith W. Most famous match. The Nightmare known as Sin. One-on-one against Thunder Chops back in Facebook Wrestling. In the Facebook Wrestling League. A storefront shopping mall brawl. The storyline was pitch perfect. That is the kind of storyline I want to bring here to Big Dog Wrestling on YouTube. Now, Thunder Chops back in control after being assaulted by Mr. 925. Jawbreaker to follow that out, and Mr. 925 lands a well-executed famouser. What, just 2 buckets? This is going to be a squash, Michael Hanrahan says. I hope not. I want some back-and-forth action. And now, both Mr. 925 and Chris Danger working on Thunder Chops. Well over 400 pounds. Maybe closer to 5, folks. Changes his mind, Chris Denker back in the match. I should say Chris Danger back in the match. Stomping away at the big man. Has him on the mat floored. Irish whip into the corner, and we might see some tag action. Here we go, folks. Huge crossbody on from both men, and now Mr. 925 went for that pin. Chris Danger caused the break. Well, as soon as I said it was going to be a squash, they started making the match better, so maybe they heard me. I'm hoping. I want some good action between these two teams. If I don't get that action, I'm going to be disappointed. I might fire someone. Mr. 925 firing back with that jawbreaker and missed with that savate kick. Float over and now shoving the big man away. And we get a backbreaker from Mr. 925. Okay, Mama, do you want to tag with me? By the way, there will be a women's tag team division coming to Big Dog Wrestling. Unbelievable power by Mr. 925, a jackhammer. Almost taking out Thunder Chops. Now an Irish whip to the turnbuckle, and we see another. No, Thunder Chops. Turning things around, and Nightmare Sin, frustrated, and steps in the ring, distracts the ref, and we get a running bulldog from Thunder Chops. He needs to make the tag. Snap DDT. Does not realize he has a tag team partner. A little bit prideful, maybe. Pete, can me and Mama tag up? Sounds like a good tag team to me. And now, looking to end things. Death Valley Driver into a pinning predicament, and Thunder Chops getting booted in the chest. A basement dropkick by Chris Danger ends the pinning attempt. And now Mr. 925 delivering a gut to the stomach, and Thunder Chops suffering the jabs of the much smaller man. Are we going to see Sin in this match tonight? Who knows at this point? Mr. 925 kicking the big man in the face, but now he's going to pay for it with a backbreaker. Thunder Chops finally deciding he needs a breather. And now the monster, the nightmare of the Big Dog Arena, looking to add his mark. Maybe a bloodstain here in this match. Me and Striper are a team called Camo Stripes. Also Matt Andrews, but he's going to be on the Saturday show. Might be. I got to work things out. I've got more men on the other channel. And RKO. It could be over before it began for the Nightmare. No, he kicks out. I'm going to be flipping some guys back and forth in the shows. I got to set things up. Still, I've got too many men on one channel, on one show, and not enough on the other. A nice power slam with a clothesline combo. And the Nightmare fires back. Deep six. And he's going for the pinfall. 2. And almost a 3 count. Michael Henry says, I got a lot of tag team partners. I posted it all on the scene you made in WU, so no need to worry about writing it down. Is there anywhere we can see the rosters for these shows? I did post a roster in a scene in Wrestler Unstoppable. I will probably be doing something here on YouTube with the roster, and another jackhammer, and once again a distraction, this time at the hands of Tera Storm. She could be the equalizer of this match, but right now, Sin taking a beating at the hands of Mr. 925. Float over, neck breaker, saves his sorry ass. Pete, what system are you using? I am using the PS4. Michael Henry says, and go with a different color than purple for my face paint, maybe. Will do. Although I wouldn't mind if you change the color all the time, like Stin did. I will see what I can do. It all depends on how much time I have. And you just seen End of Days. But Mr. 925 kicks out at the last possible moment. Taking him up on his shoulders. Samoan drop by Sin. I don't know the name of the tag team as of yet of Sin and Chops. but they have shown to be a dominant and force to be reckoned with here in Big Dog Wrestling. Another pinning predicament this time. Thunder chops on the receiving end. He still looks gassed from the last time he was inside the ring. Now Chris Danger in action. Thunder chops sends him to the corner, and Chris Danger fires back with a boot to the face. This time a belly to back suplex, lifting the big man off his feet. Another pinfall attempt. After this match is the main event of the evening, folks. Basement drop kick and thunder chops. Make sure he avoids it. The largest ever Luthez press, folks. That could have clearly broken the ribs of Chris Danger. Snap DDT. This match is looking like it is almost over. We might see new tag team champions right after this, and no, Danger kicking out. Can you imagine those huge ass thighs wrapped around your head and choking and squeezing the brains from your ears? Damn, I would not want to be at the end of that. He's got him up on his shoulders. And that Death Valley driver into a pinning situation, and thunder chops. Looking to become the first tag team champions by defeating the famous YouTubers known as Chris Danger and Mr. 925. Irish whip from the big man with the bucket of chicken, always at ringside. And now he's got Danger back up on his shoulders, but Danger with that inverted DDT and is back in control, firing with that huge left, and now into a neck breaker, surprising the big man. 1, 2, 3. We do not have new tag team champions. The reigning tag team champions will still be the Syndicate, known as Mr. 925 and Chris Danger. Who will be the next tag team to take on the champions? Who will be the first to be the newly crowned champions? Because that's the only way it's going to work. They have to take out the Syndicate, folks. Ricky sent you a link on W. Thank you very much, Keith. I will make sure I go to Wrestler Unstoppable following the live stream, and the main event is up next. This guy needs some water. Yes, the Ryan Coke is gone. Yeah, you celebrate, you friggin' losers. I say they cheated, folks. My former client would not take that shit laying down. And those are your Big Dog World Tag Team Champions. And for the main event of the evening, this match was booked early on due to Canadian enforcers' very much pussy attitude here when it comes to Big Dog Wrestling. And if he's watching, I've got this to say. You're getting your ass handed to you, and I'm going to make you choke on it. It is the owner of Big Dog Wrestling, Pete Wall. And he has the heavyweight championship here in Big Dog Wrestling. And the only way Canadian Enforcer is going to be able to take that title away is by going through the big dog in the yard. The Boss Man. The loading sucks, man. I am going to be very biased in this match, folks. I cannot be anything but. I want to see Canadian Enforcer getting his ass fed to him. So let's get this match underway. And it's inside a steel cage, folks. But Canadian Enforcer straight on the attack with that side slam. The title is called the Big Dog Heavyweight Championship. And Canadian Enforcer putting the boots to the boss man himself. Bringing him to his knees, and now a power bomb. Pete Wall in a world of trouble. But he fires back with that sharp jab to the midsection. I would have gone dirty and hit him in the balls. But I can't do everything around here. Massive suplex by the big man. I'm calling my match, folks. Makes it hard to do, but I'm going to do it nonetheless. Bringing up Canadian Enforcer to his feet, but Canadian Enforcer fights back with that shoulder attack. Taking Pete Wall down to the mat. And now firing with that overhead chop. He has to have balls to be able to hit them. Gut wrench, overhead toss. And the boss man showing he does know how to wrestle here. He does have some amateur wrestling abilities, folks. He was in amateur wrestling throughout high school, won many tournaments in his lifetime, and he was striving to be a professional wrestler. Now, in Big Dog Wrestling, he is. Yes, this is the last match, folks. This is the main event of the evening, and a huge clothesline by Canadian Enforcer takes him out. Get an Irish whip. No one has yet to use the cage to their advantage. Canadian Enforcer looking to tie his legs up in the tree of woe. And Pete Wall firing back with that knee to the forehead. Are we going to see blood in this match? I sure as hell hope so. And once again, Canadian Enforcer reverses his attack. The big man, a little bit slow, maybe a little bit too old to be in this ring. Who knows? It all will determine who escapes this cage or makes the pinfall. Damn, Canadian Enforcer showing some aggression here. And he's looking to escape. What a bitch. Fight it out, man. You want to show me you got what it takes to be champion, you put my ass down to the mat. And you keep me there. Pete Wall climbing up that cage. He's got Canadian Enforcer right by the ass end of the pants, and he pulls him off. Both men crashing down to the mat below. And once again, Canadian Enforcer back in control with that short arm clothesline. Pete Wall firing back with a shot to the midsection. And now a snapmare and chopping the back of Canadian Enforcer. Those big boots to the chest, and now Pete Wall looking to escape. I say get in there and fight, man. I'm talking to myself, folks. And it isn't the little people this time. Canadian Enforcer dragging Pete Wall down to the mat. Can you believe the back and forth action here? Canadian Enforcer seems to have a little bit more going on against Pete. But Pete still on fire. Another gut wrench overhead toss. There you go, folks. The power of the boss man. The first sign of madness, hon. I have been facing madness for many years. And once again, Canadian Enforcer looking to escape the cage, escape the assault of the boss, the general manager here in Big Dog Wrestling. And it looks like Canadian Enforcer has done just that. He has just defeated the boss, Mr. Wall himself. Damn. What a gutless coward. I knew it should have been a Hell in a Cell, but I thought that was taking things too far. Wow, look at him. Keith W., yeah, sure, the little people run in the heads in Woodstock. Definitely do. You would not believe the crazies in the town I live. Julie Wakefield says, wow, look at him. Climb chicken bastard. And this is the funniest match ever. Well, folks, there you have it. Mr. Canadian Enforcer himself. He is going to be stroking it all over that title belt tonight. You know he will. Mr. Canadian Enforcer. I will see you all next week, Friday, for another episode of The Pit. And I will see you on Wednesdays for the Wrestle Talk TV episodes. Thank you all very much for joining me, and you all have a great night, because you guys make my weekends a fucking blessing, man. You guys keep that chat alive. Have a good night.